Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the Next Rank YouTube channel with Johnny and Jack. We're going to be watching a very special game today with you guys. Maybe multiple. We're going to see how this goes. But we're watching That Rocket Dad. Just a replay name that it got us enticed. And we're already starting off with a great challenge. And a lovely arrow shot for one.
Yeah, shot. That is insane.
The purpose of this video, we've not watched all of this replay. We watched the first few seconds of it just to see that it's legit. Because we want to see a plat game. We're like, okay, what does top of plat look like these days? And maybe give some tips for you guys who are in this rank or around this rank, or just tips in general for how to rank up. But for That Rocket Dad in particular, his highest rank is Diamond 1, Div 1. We want to see, maybe we can help him get to champ. We don't know who That Rocket Dad is though. So let's see. But Jack, you must be loving what you're seeing so far. He's in the back corner, he's demoing. This is fantastic stuff.
It is good stuff. I don't expect like plat nowadays, Johnny, is pretty good. You know, the level of all the ranks as we slam though.
That's a good shot.
A good finish. I mean, we will rewind it at points here because we are obviously going to be looking at like things to correct and what we can work on. Obviously, just a misread from the teammate at the back. Johnny, because I think a lot of players that are watching this video in the lower kind of ranks-ish will be struggling with like reads on bounces like this. And I think the most important thing, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, is that you actually don't have to go out and meet this ball most of the time, right? When you're in like a near post position, what you can do to make positions like this easier, where it's a little bit of a tough bounce, we're not really sure where this is going, it could just roll up, could bounce out and up like this. It's very awkward. But the thing is, if we stay here, if we get into this position, we're actually covering most of the angles that are going to be dangerous from this bounce anyway. And you can kind of just wait to see what happens a little bit longer than we feel like we can. And that will basically make the read easier. Because what we're doing right now is the closer we get to the corner, every second we drive to this corner, we're cutting off our angle, right? We're making it harder for ourselves. So that's just why this bounce feels much more awkward than it actually is. But a great finish, Johnny, from the opponents. Yeah, we wanted to find a plat replay because we hadn't taken a look at a random ranked replay in a long time, Johnny. I think it's been a few months now. I know you guys do usually enjoy these types of videos, and like I was saying before, the level of I don't know what was going on there. The level of Rock League increases throughout all the ranks, and we wanted to see if it's different now in plat. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe. Could have half flipped there, but it's fine. Didn't want to mess it up. Maybe we'll see. I have to see if this player knows how to half flip. Yeah. Overall, I do like what I'm seeing. It seems like thoughtful gameplay, but not hesitant, which is a good balance to be in. The opponent's just completely matrixed the ball there, and now we're flip resetting.
We're pancaking on the backboard. Okay, open that.
That's a slow recovery, and our teammate is not going to be back. And the what?
Whoa.
Wait. I'm sorry, but what?
Okay, now we've got
an open net, so it's surely...
We don't do the same thing, right?
What's going on? Bro, what is happening? What? I swear this was like a normal game, and then all of a sudden, no one can score? I mean, maybe this is just plat in a nutshell. Maybe this has always just been plat in a nutshell.
We need to...
rewind. We need to go back.
We need to see this.
What was I even talking about? What were we saying?
I don't know what we were saying. We haven't seen up to this point. We've seen like the first 30 seconds or so of this replay. We have not seen this, dude. What is... Okay, that's just a goal, by the way. Like, that should just be a goal. I don't know how it's even bounced like that. And then and it goes... bro, I don't even know. We just have to watch it. He saved his own shot, and then his teammate...
the panic, because I think what's happened there... the opponents just simply missed the open net, and I don't know how they weren't there to put it in. The ball was 90% in, but then... that open net, this is relatable actually, because it was so unmissable. Yeah, I think we all miss him, but especially Jack. And dear. Dear.
Okay, we get that one.
All right, okay. That's it.
That might be one of my favorite like passages of
I can't believe that's just
Rocket League that I've ever seen.
But yeah, he clearly overthought that. I was saying he's not playing hesitant, but he hesitated on the open net, and then he was worried so much about missing it that he saved his own shot.
He bounced off the post, saved his own shot, and his teammate comes flying in for the cherry on top.
I am
Oh,
noticing
man.
though, apart from the open net, the obvious open net miss inaccuracy, some of the recoveries
Oh,
are a
no.
little bit too slow for my liking.
Okay,
Oh,
nice
nice
shot,
play!
nice shot.
That's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
read. Love that.
When you
But yeah,
say
this player definitely
yeah.
has to be careful when he gets into the opponent's back corner to challenge,
Yeah.
to keep momentum. Because earlier on in the game, I feel like the first minute we saw a demo in the back corner, and there was the urgency to get back. That was good. But a couple of challenges in the past minute or so, this player's just dove in and not had any thought of getting back. It's just all about making a play in the ball. This one as well, not really a good recovery. Get demoed because we're stationary, so we need to keep moving when we're going forward like that.
I do like that you pointed that out, because there are some well, that's gonna be tough, I think. Okay, nice read. There are some kind of moments that we'll go back to at the end of this replay to show exactly what Johnny is meaning there, because it is right. Yeah, I mean, we're getting really antsy in the corner.
That was
nice
fast, though.
touch,
This was good
really.
because he got back.
He did get
That
back.
was
Yeah,
okay.
he got back quickly, but more so like the pancake earlier with the reset. He's obviously trying to like get a touch mid. Nice shot. That's just in. Nice shot. Well done.
I like
He
that.
has really good, like, in my opinion, he has really good mechanics for this level. And he's, the contact on the ball is quite solid. I think maybe he might be.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good touch as well. It's smart. It puts the ball into the corner.
Oh wow. Okay, that's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, we can take time more when we're jumping for these balls. That's what I will say. But at the same time, Johnny, like, players do have to. Yeah, very nice pensions. Players do have to push themselves. Yeah, I like it. He's just waiting for the ball to come to him there.
I've seen a couple of times now where this player knows that they're first man, but they're jumping for awkward aerials that are really easy for the goalkeeper, like really easy for second man. You don't need to jump if you've got a goalie behind you and there's no like air dribble. If it's just a floaty lob, and you've got a teammate behind you, you just leave it for them. And they
absolutely.
Probably get that. In fact, earlier on we missed, and the teammate luckily read our miss and made the save. So we don't need to be jumping for these. But the other one, the last one just happened, was nearly a counter-attack goal.
Yeah,
but
it
at
was
the same
close.
time, we'll have to go back and look. The teammate might have just had an open net, although that doesn't seem to matter in this game. So
yeah,
maybe not relevant.
I wanted to pause it here because the first goal that we actually conceded in this game, the orange team scored, our teammate made kind of a mistake where he pushed out into the corner. And it's not the exact same scenario, the ball isn't really bouncing on the corner wall, but it's a similar situation where it does matter if you can get into your near post spot and basically wait a little bit for the ball to come closer to you. Because it doesn't mean, when I say that, it doesn't mean that you just stay there forever, right? It doesn't mean that you never push out and block the angle, because exactly what that Rocket Dad does here is he gets into this position, he waits for the ball to kind of come to him and come a little more central, and then he starts pushing out. And if the shot happens, he's going to block most of the angles, and it's just the best way to deal with this. And he gets a nice touch out to kind of defend the position. What the hell just happened there? I actually, like, we got like a flip reset, and okay, that was weird. Our teammate got the reset, and we got bumped. Strange there, but yeah, we're actually defending pretty well. Oh, that should be a goal.
Surely open. Come on, boys. Come on! No, not again! It's happened again! I mean, that one was a bit awkward. We weren't sure how fast it was going to come down. Turn off ball cam, looking for the circle. Oh my goodness, the ball's here already.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the aerial, I think I agree with you about the mechanics. This player's got good mechanics with the fundamentals. Aerials definitely need a little bit of work. Some fine-tuning.
Yeah.
Because they look very slow in the takeoff. It's not a proper fast aerial technique there. Nice bump. Love that. That's really good stuff. Fundamentals, positioning and stuff, very good. We just need to work on the aerials.
Yeah, that was a good bump. I think I skipped that, but hopefully you guys saw that. Bump on the way back is really important.
Now he's going to get stuck in the back corner. I love this. Now, I mean, you could actually center this. Oh, the teammate just didn't path through a small pad, so he ends up
we've stopped moving.
0.
Okay. He had no faith in them keeping this ball up. He just said,
yeah,
3,
it's
2,
like GG's.
0 seconds. Yeah, he typed GG. He didn't wait for the quick option. He typed GG.
Can you go 3D influence Pov and see his approach on that last play? Did he have... Yeah, because he has 20-ish boost. Yeah, he's just missing it. He's missing too many small pads. Because he arrives with less boost than he started off in defense with here, and he should probably have more. So it goes to show you how much like that boost did nothing. We didn't need to do that. That's just impulsive to just like we all do that. We just like tap boost because we want to go forward, but you don't have to. You just drive forward.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Yeah, if you path over some small pads, that's a tap in. But you know,
at the same time,
low, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, at the same time, 3-2, we're a goal up.
Yeah,
I don't mind playing it safe.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, let's go back and see some key moments.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's watch back the sequence that I know you all want to see. It's the open net miss. Somehow, I don't know how first of all, the opponent missed that challenge. They faked themselves out. But then, yeah, recoveries are looking slow. Opponent's got an open net, and they've just absolutely beamed it. How have they not scored in the follow-up, though? I don't know how they did score in the follow-up.
We need to see that in a second, but I want to watch this one again, Charlie.
This is spectacular stuff.
The great thing is that it's in. It's actually just in.
It is in, yeah. I think it's just going in.
You know the weird thing is, like, I'm a pro player, but I have done something like this in the last like 12 months.
Oh
like,
wait, is it going in?
Like,
wait.
No, it's 100% going in. It's going in.
Line up behind the trail?
It will go in.
Line it up properly.
I promise you, I know they might hit the post. It's 100% going to hit the post.
It's in off the post.
It's going to roll in. Like, yeah,
it's in off the post. Oh yeah, it's in off the post for sure.
Yeah. But it will roll up slightly and then. But yeah, and then we bounce off the post to save it. It's genius. If you're trying to get the save, it's genius. And then our teammate just comes flying in and smashes his head. I mean, we have to see.
Hard to react.
Yeah, no, it's hard. I have to see this one though.
Yeah, no, this.
Oh, no. It's sad. It's sad because the ball looks like it's going in. The ball looks like it's going in. Look, we wanted to show this because it's funny. This
is
happens.
what Rocket League's all about.
But we also want to show this moment. This is a key moment from the game that I think we need to like work on if we were trying to give tips. Stuff like this. If we're trying to pinch this ball mid, then we need to really make sure we're going to hit the ball on the opposite side of the ball than we're trying to pinch it. So we're trying to pinch it to the left. We obviously need to hit the ball on the right side. And because we misread it or whatnot, we just hit it in the middle, and it's actually a perfect, like we hit it in the exact middle of the ball. Perfect reset. We bounce off of it, and that causes everyone to kind of overcommit from there. So we do need to be careful in the corners. I think, Johnny, we have a good example of what we would like from this player. And
he did it right here. Yeah, very well. I like this one because he challenges in the corner, keeps momentum, demos someone, could have stolen that boost, it would be even better, and then could even go faster out as
carry on boosting out, but
just keep
the idea
boosting.
Is good.
The idea is there. That's obviously not a very good touch middle, no need to do that, and it does lead to giving away the possession, which our teammate then misreads in the back corner, thought the ball was going to roll, it doesn't, 1-1. But that's a good example. When you're challenging in the back corner, especially in 2v2, get in and out quickly.
Yes.
Don't get stuck stationary in the opponent's half and in the opponent's corner. You want to keep your momentum for demos, boost steals, recoveries, bumps, maybe even more touches on the ball if you beat someone to it.
Just be careful with that though, because this is a really good example. I would just be careful with touching the ball like in the corners and stuff, because it can lead to just getting it wrong in the moment, decision making wise, and making your teammate awkward, overcommitting. But
failed back passes, you mean?
Yeah, stuff like this. So like a lot of players might try and get back on this ball,
or pass
it back. Yeah. So I do like the demo. I like that we kept our momentum. If we can carry on keeping our momentum, maybe boost steal, carry on boosting here to make it really obvious that we're going to go back behind our teammate. That would be even better.
Flipping is like
flip away
way to come
to communicate like without actually speaking that you're leaving this ball. But that's picky, this is all in all a really good play, and this is something that we would like to see more in the corners from honestly everyone on the pitch. I think it would massively help them.
Yeah, everybody gets stuck in the back corners in Rocket League.
Yeah,
in the mid ranks, especially in the low ranks, because you tunnel vision. You think, oh, the ball is close to the opponent's goal. If I center it, our teammates will score. Our team's going to score. But then you go completely all in on basically nothing and give the ball away. But the bad example leading to the open net was obviously the slow recovery. It did happen one other time as well that we spotted during the replay. But yeah, in terms of the overall gameplay, we do like the positioning. You already spoke about. We paused and spoke about the defensive positioning that we got right. But yeah, these aerials are looking very awkward. We need to make sure that we're pointing the way we want to go
Yeah.
while we're still on the ground, because this happened a few times where we fly the wrong way, and then we have so much adjustment needed in the air. Like, we're just simply not flying in the right direction here. We're not flying to where the ball's going to be when we cross its path. So if we're going to jump up for this, we need to make sure we're pointing in the right direction before we jump, instead of just jumping and then trying to figure it out once we're in the air.
Yeah, it's obviously it's easier like said than done to do that, because we're obviously trying to read where this ball is going to end up, where we're about to meet its kind of path. And this is what he might be trying to do, but he just misread it slightly. But at the same time, we can just simply take more time to do that. And that's the kind of corrective thing that I would say that this player needs to think about when they are playing and when they're about to go for aerials, is not that they need to read it correctly, because saying that I need to do it correctly is just obvious. You know, we need to do it correctly, but how do we get there? It's simply taking more time. When we have the time, when no one is really going to go for this ball from the other team. Why do we know that? Because let's have a look. This player, it's going to be easy for me to say this because I'm in a replay, but this guy's in the corner. Let's see if we can notice that.
If he's out of the play, gets over there, then fair enough. But that guy's miles out of the play.
He just landed in our goal. He landed in our goal, so it's very unlikely that he's going to somehow rotate back, get boost, and then turn onto this ball. This guy just flipped into the ball, right? So
he can't jump. He's flipping.
He's out of the play, which means that we just have time. Okay, so that's what we need to think about, right? And if we think about that, then we realize that we have time. It will probably make us a little more likely to correct ourselves, align ourselves, with the ball before we jump, right?
And what else would you do apart from the alignment on the ground, like to use that time? If I know at pro level it's different, but what would you be looking to do if you know nobody can jump for this ball yet? Yeah, maybe that's going to change in half a second or less, because Rocket League's a game with split seconds. But what are you looking to do? What adjustments are you looking to make on the ground before you jump or once you get into position?
Yeah, I think the most important thing for me is that if we have time, we have to try and make the angle easier for ourselves, right? And I would say maybe going a little wider, and that would obviously help us just because we're getting the angle kind of down a little bit better. And just making sure that we do have to keep an eye on this player. Like if he lands and can go again, we do have to be ready to jump, which is easier said than done. But yeah, I would say just trying to like go wider. Like whenever you have time, trying to go wider into a ball, it just gives you a bit more room for error. Would you say that?
It's like more intuitive because now you can see the way the ball, where you can find that. We're talking about, okay, we've flown in the wrong direction here simply.
We have to find where the ball is going. You know what I mean?
We're crossing the ball's path too soon.
Yeah.
But if you are coming more at the ball, then you've got a much like Jack saying, the margin for error is more in your favor because now you're crossing the ball's path for longer. Here, we're only like briefly passing by because we're almost flying completely perpendicular to the ball, so you have to get it right. But if you're going more at the ball, like in a straight line, then you're going to hit it way more often. So driving in that little circle before you jump, then going at the ball might give you a better chance here. But we don't need to also jump as fast. In
we
these
don't.
ranks especially, we really don't need to go into the air as quickly as we are. And it wasn't just this one aerial. You guys might think we're going over this one aerial way too much. But there's multiple examples of this where we're jumping up straight away. Ball in the air, we jump. Yes. And then we're trying to figure it out once we've jumped. But like Jack says, you got more time than you think. You just need to get in position, try to make it easier for yourself on the ground. Because when you're on the ground, you can steer so much more easily and more efficiently than once you've jumped. You're no longer able to change direction easily. It becomes a lot harder. There's a very lucky, I'd say, bounce onto the boost steal. Very committed corner challenge, which isn't necessary. We probably could have just gone for a demo there.
Does work though. Does work.
This one does work. So we've perfectly bounced onto the boost steal and then we've followed up really well. So.
Nice shot. Yeah, very nice shot.
Yeah, good finish.
And we do actually have another example of a mistake that's happening quite often, which is just the jumping too early. And this is obviously hard to judge in the moment, but this ball is simply far away, right? We don't have to jump as early as we do. We're jumping at the halfway line. The ball is, I don't know, it's very far away from us right now. The ball is actually closer to the opponent than it is to us, which usually would mean that we shouldn't jump in general until we drive to the ball and then cut that distance down and then realize, oh, we're closer, now we can jump. And I understand that, again, this might just be a bit of a misread, but we know that, like, even if it is a misread, and you guys might be saying, okay, well, he's just, he's misread the bounce, he's misread the judgment on where this ball is going. At the same time, that's the common mistake. What's the fix? The fix is to just take more time when we're about to make decisions like these, right? We have to stop ourselves for a split second and think, should I go yet? Should I wait? And if you know that you're a player that likes to jump a little bit too early, that's one of your common mistakes. If you take a second longer every time you're about to jump in the air, chances are you're going to fix that mistake pretty quickly, right? So even if it's a misread, like just a judgment issue, and those are hard to fix, you have to think about the small things that you can do to prevent that from happening, if that makes sense. Obviously, the more we play the game and the better our mechanics and reads get, the lower the chance of that mistake happening. But at the same time, we can still do small things to correct that, even with our current level.
All right, let's take a look at another aerial play here. This is actually a very, I think, accidentally high-level play.
It is.
Because we need to look at Worker's POV, the opponent.
Yeah.
He pops the ball forward, does very well to set up a threatening chance. And then he actually doesn't go into the air because that Rocket Dad is up. And he thinks, oh, well, that Rocket Dad's beating me to this, so I'm not going to jump. When he could have. But it's just a perfect fake. So now the teammate gets the ball for free. And we spoke about this in the replay because it does happen again later.
Yeah.
Where that Rocket Dad doesn't realize that his teammate's got an easier angle at times. That's a better aerial. That was good.
This is perfect.
This is what we wanted.
Perfectly
Lined up perfectly on the ground, and got a very easy angle for ourselves and goes up. So well done. That's what we want. But yeah, when your teammate's back and has an easy clear, this happens way up into like Grand Champ ranks, where somebody will cut off or fly up for the ball for no reason. It'll just be like a free possession for the second man, and we're up for who knows what reason. But in this case, it's actually really good. So it worked out well because it's a fake.
Yeah,
if we mean it, which I don't think we did.
Right,
but well done.
Yeah, there's a chance that he's not going to jump now, but there's a chance that this player, once he pops this up, and let's say no one from blue team goes, because at this rank, players aren't going to jump instantly into the air, right? They're not just going to go, it's just not going to happen. So everyone on the pitch, once this ball gets popped into the air, is going to wait a second unless they go up quickly and and miss, right? Because it's hard to do it fast. So if that didn't happen, if no one's up, there's a chance that Workers would probably jump about now.
I think he would, yeah.
Yeah, he'd probably jump about now. Maybe now he'd carry on driving, and that makes it very awkward for the last man. So unironically, quite a high level play by faking it, but obviously, we do have to be careful in moments like that.
If he called faking,
then genius.
Great,
you can have it.
Great play.
Yeah, genius.
Fantastic. Absolutely perfect. You actually got your teammate a free ball.
Yeah, I respect that.
But looking at what else we've seen this game, I am assuming it wasn't intentional, but it could be. And then we get a good goal here.
Nice shot. Really nice shot.
But there was actually one other time in defense we need to look at that was similar to this. We're going to go find that. Okay, here's the other example. It actually wasn't that much farther in the replay, but we're aware that our teammate is behind us. Our teammate actually does a good job going straight back to net instead of rotating a million miles. Our teammate was very behind us there, but he's still behind us, and we've tried to touch it to him, but in doing so, we've made it a bit too out of reach. So there's a few things going on here. I want to go back to the kickoff and look at the teammate POV, because he does do one thing very well, and that's getting back to help after losing a kickoff. But you could get more small pads in the way, and he also doesn't need to push up into the corner. That being said, this is still an open net if the teammate just hits this. If that Rocket Dad leaves this ball, and what's his teammate called again? 3D Influence just has a little run up at it. It is technically still an open net, which is meaningless in this game, of course.
It's a hard open net, to be fair.
It's like more of a habit thing. When you see that both the opponents are totally out of the game, and your teammate's behind you, you can just leave the ball to go to them because they can boom it if it's going to them. By if we perfectly skim touch this mid to our teammate and create like enough of an angle on it by hitting it more back, which is very difficult, then our teammate will have a good run up for it. But by hitting it out like this, our low boost teammate can't really catch up to it. And even if he does, it's quite hard to hit that with power because the ball's moving away from you. So you just want to leave that, and we could have reacted to what's happening in front of it. Right here, even if we panic and jump, we can now see, okay, the opponents are totally out of the game. I'm just going to fly away from this ball. Just going to leave it. And more of a theme thing rather than this in particular is leave the ball to your second man.
Yeah.
Third man in threes.
It's a very hard thing to recognize in the moment in this time because obviously at this level once we jump, we're just, try and hit the ball,
focused,
right? Yeah, we're focused. And that's completely fine. That's completely what it should be like at this level. We have to do that. But yeah, the overall theme I think is a good point. In positions where the ball is kind of coming from the corner, it does seem that a lot of players in this rank like to try and meet the ball quicker than they need to, right? They try to meet the ball quicker than it's actually when it's actually dangerous, right? The ball is not dangerous in positions like this. It's only dangerous the more to the middle it comes out to. But in this instance, because both players are in the corner low boost, or we don't know the low boost, but because both players are in the corner and facing away from the play, it means that the middle is actually the best option for us, right? So if we can just leave this to teammates that have better run-ups, yeah, it is better. Not even because this is open. Technically it is, but just for even like hard clears, Johnny. Like if
clearing.
It would just be a better touch. If this guy can smack this ball out with a half volley, get power on it, then that's the best kind of option. Yeah. But yeah, hard to recognize in the moment, but it is something to think about when you have a teammate behind you guys, and the ball is coming from the corner. Try and think about who's got the better angle. It's actually similar, kind of. It's almost similar to this, right?
Yeah,
you're always going to have
a similar position.
I mean, imagine we're last here. We have a teammate in front of us. You're always going to have a better run up on a free ball to get more power on the clear, and this clear almost just goes in, right? So you can see kind of the advantage and the effect that it has in that example there.
All right, guys. So in summary, for that Rocket Dad and for players looking to break out of plat, consistently get comfortably into diamond, we think that the things we've been talking about are going to help everyone at this rank for sure. The problems that we've noticed, jumping into the air too soon for aerials, that is absolutely something we see all the time whenever we watch replays around this rank. So we just need to take a bit more time, make sure that we're going to go up, and it's smart to do so, and we have a good angle. So taking more time there, recovering from the back corner. That's a problem at every rank, honestly. So we need to be focusing on getting back more quickly. Better aerial there. When we're getting behind the ball, when we've got an easy angle, when we're taking our time, we're doing better. So we need to focus on that. And what was the last one? Oh yeah, try not to cut off our teammate. If our teammate's got an easy boom, an easy ball, don't cut them off unless we are just, of course, faking. Nice. I like that.
Yeah, very nice.
That's the one we like earlier. But yeah, it's not all negatives. The positives, we think this player could be very happy with their ground game overall. The touches that they're getting with striking on the ground and just moving the ball around the pitch. I mean, this is all good stuff here. Yeah. So that's fantastic. The overall positioning is good, especially inside the near post in defense. We gave ourselves a couple of very, very good chances to shoot long distance clears, maybe at the opponent's net, and intercepting mid passes. Covered a lot of options by hiding inside the near post. Yeah. So that's fantastic. And then what was there was another thing we really liked.
I like the challenges.
Challenges, yes.
Yeah, I think he had quite good he had good. What's the word? Yeah, the angle, the follow through the ball. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes the challenges may be a little aggressive in the corners, but because his challenge angle was so good and the way he was flipping through the challenge, it made it even if it was slightly aggressive, the challenge actually he still made it work, right? And that's why I liked. So yeah, his challenges were really good. I think his teammates' challenges honestly were pretty good as well. At the end, I saw both of them had a perfect challenge. And
they didn't get faked, which is good.
Yeah, they didn't miss the open net at the end, but that was expected in that replay. There was a few. I think there was about 4 open net misses. But the challenges to get those open nets, really solid. So yeah, I would say those are the few things that he should focus on as positives, and that is just as important as negatives. You have to understand what you're good at, because you're going to be using that to your advantage in your ranked games to win them, right? but obviously also focus on the negatives to bring that level up to the level of your positives. But guys, that is going to be it for today for a Platinum 2v2 replay analysis. If you guys have enjoyed that, then be sure to drop a like, drop a sub. Let us know in the comments, what have you guys learned from this video? Is there anything that you think we've missed from that replay? And yeah, share your thoughts down below. Check out all the other videos on the channel. Check out the course at thenextrank.com. We speak about everything we've spoken about in this video, Johnny. We have in the course, as well as hundreds of other things, I think it's fair to say. So yeah, check it out, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.